This is The Wire for 2300 Zulu, February 12th, 2026. Precedence is routine. Information cutoff is 2200. Bottom line up front. Large-scale wastewater disaster continues in Maryland. Netanyahu arrives in D.C. for talks. High-profile stabbing reported at high school in London. Beginning with international events, in the United Kingdom, social tensions remain high after another high-profile stabbing was reported at a school in London. One assailant, who has not been named due to his age, conducted a stabbing attack at Kingsbury High School in London on Tuesday. 2 students were wounded during the attack, and the assailant was detained at the scene. Analysts comment. Continuing standard practice regarding incidents like this, very few details have been published. It's surprising that the incident has been acknowledged by authorities at all, so we have to take what we can get. Witnesses to the crime state that the attacker was a former student who entered the school to conduct an attack due to a personal grievance with another student. On the home front, in Maryland and Northern Virginia, fallout continues from a local sewage spill that took place in Montgomery County last month, which started as a minor infrastructure problem but has rapidly become a major environmental disaster as the true scale has become known. On January 19th, one of the pipes that comprised the Potomac Interceptor wastewater system ruptured, causing a major leak. As of this morning, this spill officially became the largest wastewater spill in American history, with an estimated 250 million to 1 billion gallons of raw sewage flowing directly into the Potomac River. Analysts comment. Almost 3 weeks after the leak began, it is still flowing due to the large-scale nature of how to handle wastewater when a 72-inch pipe is taken offline. Emergency pumps have been functioning since January 24th, and additional pumping stations are being set up to reroute the waste. However, overflows still occur due to weather events and other factors, which mean that the leak is only mostly contained and not fully contained. Monitoring for E. coli continues around the clock, and the levels of bacteria throughout the entire river are a few thousand times the standard levels. Repairs to completely stop the leak are expected to be in place within 6 weeks. Analyst comments for this wire. Also in Washington yesterday, Prime Minister Netanyahu arrived for his 7th state visit of President Trump's term. So far, the only thing of note to come from the talks is the potential deployment of a second carrier strike group to the Middle East to support strikes in Iran. The decision on this has not been released to the public yet, but timeline-wise, if a second aircraft carrier is assessed to be needed for this campaign, it would take at least a couple of weeks to arrive in theater. Concerning airstrikes, any bombing campaign is unlikely to take place until Netanyahu returns home to coordinate the strikes from their home turf. This evening, the talks with President Trump concluded, and Netanyahu is currently flying back to Israel. This concludes The Wire for 2300 Zulu, February 12, 2026.